Hello everybody, welcome back to Studs Up. I am Studs, and this video is technically a LEGO City update, but not the way you might think. We're going to be talking about basically what is going forward with the city, what's going on with the theme park, and piece orderings, and all of that stuff. And there is going to be a few city changes that you're going to see in this video, but yeah, let's jump right into it. So we started off with this camera angle because I thought it looked kind of cool. But I will be walking around the city and showing it off and showing you guys what's kind of going on here. So, as you can tell, it is very messy. There's stuff going on everywhere, and a lot of stuff is constantly changing here. So, I do plan to purchase some pieces from Bricks and Pieces off of Lego.com, and I just haven't gotten around to it. I was hoping to get the Blacksmith or Sesame Street when I purchase it. The Blacksmith right now is out of stock, and Sesame Street you need to back order. So I was going to back order Sesame Street and then get a bunch of pieces, and I'd get promos with it. So that right now is my plan, because they're doing the year of the ox, I think, or the bull promo, and then I think it's the ox. And then also you get like a little Valentine's Day thing with like a rose and like a chocolate box or whatever. And I was like, you know what? 2 free gifts? Sure. So... and I think that's what I'm going to end up doing with this, but I have a big old list of stuff I want to get for this area here to tile a lot rest of the city, and just get a ton more stuff done with the city. As I know it's been slow. You know, I took a big break from it. I come back, we have a big old progress change, and then it's slow again. So I do sincerely apologize for this, but yes, and I don't know when all this stuff's going to happen. I know LEGO's been really stinking slow recently, like horribly slow. So when any of this stuff will happen, I do not frankly know. So while you're waiting for this stuff to come out and get released from me, I'm going to be dropping other types of videos, some reviews. I dropped a little review yesterday of a polybag I found that I haven't seen really other reviews on, so I did that. And I have been getting a few other sets. I just haven't done reviews on them because I don't think I'm necessarily needed. People have done reviews on them yet already. I got the Trouble on Tatooine set. I really like it. It's a really cool set. $30 is a little pricey for it, but I think the figures are really good. So, you know, it kind of makes up for it. But yeah, so there is stuff going on behind the scenes. We'll come around here, and I did sort out my instructions a little bit. I have them in boxes underneath here, so I boxed all of those up, and we'll see. We will see. Yeah. So there is stuff happening, just not stuff that I feel like you guys would be interested in. A lot of you subscribed here to see the city, to see some reviews, see some opinions. And none of that is happening. And so for me right now, it's like I want to make content. I enjoy making content, but I don't know what type of content you guys will be interested in seeing. And also content that I know how to make. Like stop motions aren't just going to start appearing on this channel. I can't make those. I'm not good at that. So that kind of stuff won't be happening. Now I do have a few opinion videos planned. There is some stuff happening with like LEGO Video and LEGO Ideas and stuff like that, which is kind of big, and I think I want to share some input on it because it is kind of crazy what's happening, and kind of LEGO's kind of doing some crazy stuff here. But those, of course, will be separate videos, and I think I'll end up doing a little more of that. My content will be a little more spread out, but I still will be uploading pretty frequently. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for the city or any ideas for any future content on the channel that you would like to see, definitely leave a comment down below because it does help out a lot. I think this city is looking pretty good. There are some things that I do definitely want to change in the future. We need, I think, a little more height in the city. It's just not very tall. The tallest section is right along here, and then it just kind of isn't. There's like a little tallness here and tallness there, and then other than that, it's kind of short. And so I want to definitely increase the overall height of the city and try to get a little more height in the middle here. So I think this area here is definitely going to be beefed up. This will probably be chopped off and gotten rid of. And then we'll probably do some bigger buildings here in order to accommodate stuff like that. The police station, I do want to remake at some point. I think it's small and tiny and kind of pathetic. So I would like to remake that at some point. When that will happen, I'm not sure. As I do really like this design, but I don't have the pieces to make anything bigger right now. So the space station, which is kind of destroyed because it's kind of on a weak foundation, and yeah, so that also needs me to order the piece. I don't plan on ordering that when I do the theme park stuff. That'll be a separate thing where I know what I roughly want with that, but I don't at the same time. It's something where it's very much, when I build with Lego, I don't do a whole lot of planning with LDD or anything like that, Lego Digital Designer and stuff like that. So I don't plan a lot of this stuff out. A lot of this stuff is just me building, and that's why I love Lego so much. It's just so much of it is just building. And when you build something, that's why I redo a lot of the stuff in my city. You build something the first time, you like it, then you build it the second time, you go, no, that's bad. And so that's how you go about this. But when you know you have to order pieces, which I do for that, it makes it a little harder because there's wait time, there's price to take into consideration a lot more, and stuff like that, which you need to plan for. So that is definitely something I want to do. I think that's going to be a tall building when it's finished, and I really am looking forward to it, but just not necessarily on my direct radar at the moment. So probably in the future it will be, but right now it's not really. So that'll be happening though, hopefully in the future. Now, I think that the city as a whole has definitely improved since I started this channel. Definitely improved a ton, and a lot of that's thanks to you guys. So huge thanks to you guys for the ideas, the inspiration, and the motivation to keep going with this. But I think we're still a long ways away from getting to where we want to be. Now, I think a lot of people, or I think some people might go, the felt is something that doesn't necessarily fit. But in the same vein, I think the road felt fits pretty good, and I think that'll stay for a very long time. Same with that. Now, I do plan on doing a lot more grass work and like sidewalk work and stuff like that, where minifigures are going to be, but not really the roads. Purely for the fact that the main roads out right now are the new roads, which I think are kind of dumb. Very overpriced and tiny. So if I got those, I would have to shrink my entire city size, basically. Basically means the layout I have now would not work. And I don't really want to have to deal with that. So I don't really have any plans of converting over. I know a lot of people are, and they're like, oh, these are great. I love these. Look at all the cool stuff you can do with these. And I'm like, yeah, sure, that looks really good, but like $50 later, you did a corner. Like, it's kind of outrageous. And so I have no, if I had infinite money, I probably would use those new roads. But I don't. And I think even with the infinite money, I don't know if I would. Because even then, it is a ton of work to convert a whole city and all your buildings over to that new system, which when you haven't been working on that system. Now, my city wouldn't be as hard, purely for the fact that I don't have modulars, so I kind of work on a weird, different system, but I still use base plates, but I don't. It's weird. I don't really. Yeah, my things are all over the place, but so I have no plans of doing that. So like, there's going to be no massive change. I know a lot of LEGO YouTubers are like, I'm converting my entire city into the new road plate system, so big change. No, I have zero plans of doing that. So Everything in the city is going to be basically staying the same. I know there's a lot of new sets coming out here and that are already out, and a lot of them I've already gotten and put in the city. Like the tractor and stuff like that. I too plan to get more. And I think I might run over in a separate video on my kind of change to my buying strategy when it comes to Lego sets recently. But yeah, I know this video has been long and rambly. I hope it was somewhat informative. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Studs out.